I would say my favorite pairings are Ed and Winry. And what was the chick's name in Sacred Star of Milos?
Julia.
Yeah, is she the one that, like, with Al, right? Yeah, I think Al should hook up with her. Absolutely. And I think Roy should hook up with Hawkeye. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, we just asked there. We're kind of going back and forth here. Question? You just got a question? Yes?
Did you ever get to work with Carl Mason?
I did. I sure did. I did a lot of stuff with Carl, actually. We did a show called Aura Battler Dunbine, which was a pretty cool, very old school show. Like, very old school. And I played this character named Neil Gibbon, and he had an Irish accent. It was a lot of fun to do. And that's about the extent of all I can do right there. But had a great time. He's a really, really good guy. Yeah, I did several things for Carl. I was very, very sad to see him pass. Yes, sir?
I was wondering, whenever you got to work with Travis for the first time, did he like respect you more because you did something with DBZ?
That's an interesting question. How are you doing? Okay. That's a very interesting question. I don't know probably that I would say the word respect me more. I don't even know that he even knew when we first met each other that I played a couple of characters in DBZ. In fact, you know, there's another character that I play in Dragon Ball Z that a lot of people don't even know about. I also play this character in the Ginyu Force named Berter. Yeah, most people don't know about him, but because Broly yells so loud, nobody can hear anything else. But yeah, I know Travis was a big DBZ fan before he ever did any voice acting, and we just became friends through Full Metal. I would hear him, would hear his work, but I'd never met him, and when I finally did, it was really great to meet him. We've become friends since then, and he's awesome at what he does, and yeah, we really developed, I think, kind of a mutual respect for each other's work. But yeah, if you're part of DBZ, Travis likes you. Yes, my dear?
Well, what made you want to get into voice acting?
What made me want to get into voice acting? That's a great question. Again, I was talking with Mary about this at lunch. It may surprise you guys to know I never had any plans to be a voice actor. I didn't even really know what that was. I mean, sure, when I was young, I watched animated shows like anyone else. In fact, I was a big fan of Speed Racer, and I didn't even know it was anime. Kimba the White Lion, I didn't even know that was anime. I knew they were drawn really weird, you know what I mean? I mean, I knew they looked different, and they had this cool thing going, and the voices were different. I didn't know why they were different, I just knew they were different. It wasn't until years later that I realized it was anime. But I had never imagined that I would be a voice actor. I mean, it was literally, that's why, again, not waxing religious, don't want to offend, but that's why I like give all the credit to God, because I had no intentions of doing what I'm doing today. I was writing music, my degree is in film and television, and I was doing video and film production work, and I was writing music professionally, and acting and theater, and doing some on-camera stuff here and there. And I was in Houston working on a video production about 12, 13 years ago, and some guy said to me, "Hey, you got a lot of experience in acting, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You want to go and audition for this place right here in Houston? They buy these Japanese animated shows, and they dub them in English, and they're looking for actors." And I was like, "You're kidding? That sounds fun." I never said, "Well, how much do they pay?" Didn't care. Or, will it be famous or popular? Didn't care. Just sounded like fun. So I went and auditioned, and I got cast, and the first role I ever played was Vega in Street Fighter 2. Yeah. But then they finished that, and I kind of went on with my life, and then the next thing you know, there's another show, and they asked me to be in that. And then another one, and another one, and another one. And then the next thing you know, I meet people from Funimation in Dallas. And they're like, "Hey, come on up here and do something with us." I'm like, Okay. And started doing shows in Dallas, and then met people in Los Angeles. Started working in Los Angeles. So it was nothing I ever planned, is the answer to your question. And so I make sure and give all the credit where credit is due, because I didn't plan it, but I'm extremely grateful and very, very blessed for the chance to do what I get to do. Question. Yes, my dear. No! I promised myself I would never say that again. She wants me to say the Mustang line, the dead sexy line, the miniskirt line. No, I love you guys, but you know what? I get, for years, that was like the only thing that anyone ever wanted to hear. And then they started torturing other voice actors with it, like who didn't even know what it was all about, you know? They would ask, poor Sonny Strait, who played Hughes, would go to conventions somewhere on the, you know, wherever, and they would go, say the miniskirt line. He would be like, I have no idea what that is. And they would tell him, and so he'd be like, and he would say it, and then Chris Sabat, and on it went, and they get mad at me because I started it. So I promised myself about a year or so ago that I was not going to do it anymore because it just needs to go away. So I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you know what, guys? It's right at 7 o'clock, and so I'm going to head over to autographs, and I will look forward to seeing you guys throughout the weekend. Hey, listen, real quick, before you leave. Don't miss tomorrow's Q&A session. I'm going to be showing some fun videos that I think a lot of you will want to see. You won't want to miss them. So thanks for coming, you guys. I love y'all. I'll see you soon.